In the year 2026, the oceans are no longer just blue spaces separating nations. They have become silent battlefields where power is decided long before wars begin. While the world is distracted by scattered crises, China is moving quietly, but with calculated steps, to build a naval force that could reshape the global balance of power. At the center of this transformation stands one ship, China's aircraft carrier, Fujian. For more than half a century, aircraft carriers have been the ultimate symbol of American naval dominance. But today, the United States is no longer alone at sea. China, once considered a coastal and defensive navy, has entered a completely new phase, the era of blue water power projection, and Fujian is the clearest sign of that shift. In November 2025, Fujian officially entered service from the Sanya Naval Base on Hainan Island. But what makes this carrier truly significant is not the date it was commissioned, but the technological leap it represents. For the first time, China operates an aircraft carrier designed entirely at home and equipped with an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, EMALS. EMALS is the difference between a traditional carrier and a modern air warfare platform. China's previous carriers relied on ski jump ramps, which limited aircraft weight, payload, and operational range. Fujian changes that equation. It can launch heavier aircraft with more fuel and weapons, more efficiently, and with fewer constraints. In simple terms, Fujian moves China from learning to direct competition. In December 2025, Fujian conducted its first operational deployment. Its transit through the Taiwan Strait was not an accident. There was no battle, no confrontation. It was a demonstration of capability. China was sending a clear message. We no longer rely only on land-based missiles. We now possess a mobile airbase at sea. The true strength of Fujian lies not only in its size, but in its air wing. Upgraded J-15T fighters, designed specifically for catapult launches. The fifth-generation stealth fighter, J-35, intended to challenge air superiority in contested zones. And most importantly, the KJ-600 airborne waving aircraft. This single platform elevates China's naval aviation to an entirely new level. With the KJ-600, China gains the ability to detect threats early, manage aerial battles from the sea, and coordinate strikes with precision without relying on land-based radar or air cover. At this point, we're not talking about a ship, but a complete naval warfare system. Fujian does not operate alone. It is the core of a carrier strike group that includes Type 055 destroyers, attack submarines, and supply ships. This group is designed to operate in the Taiwan Strait, the South China Sea, and the Western Pacific, some of the most strategically sensitive waters on the planet. Despite this rapid progress, China still faces a critical challenge: combat experience. The United States has decades of real-world carrier operations in active conflicts. China, by contrast, is still building operational experience through intensive training, frequent deployments, and doctrinal experimentation. But the pace of learning is unmistakably fast. And Fujian is not the final step. Current assessments suggest China could deploy up to 9 carrier strike groups by the mid-2030s. More importantly, the next carrier, known as Type 004, may be nuclear-powered. If that happens, China will enter the most exclusive and powerful naval club in the world. Fujian is more than a warship. It is a message, and that message is clear. China is coming to the world's oceans, not as a visitor, but as a permanent presence. What we are witnessing today is not the end of a race, but its beginning. The real question is no longer whether China will compete, but how the world will change when this power is fully realized.